is taken down.
All right, let's see where this is going.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Dalton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Whole game, can't nobody block.
Now after that sack, it's
less than 3 people, can't nobody block.
Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So Dalton now. That's complete to John Ross. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 39, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Green brings it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cool. Nick Vigil in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
93, 52, 93.
Here's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read and it's
fucking linebacker all
and
over
a
back
big
there.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
I'm watching you, too.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 79 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
No, you said dad. I said that was the TV. Which TV? Where my TV?
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off.
God,
as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check 37, check 37. Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
Here's Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Micah, you taking your stuff.
57, Mike, 57.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready, set, go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. third down. A shot here for Dalton.
Oh, my gosh.
Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Let's go, D.
On first down, Nixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Returnable for Thomas. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. First down, a run with Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 100. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That
My God, man.
Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running. Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape.
That shit is ridiculous, dog.
Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw here, Dalton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Draw play. Ingram now. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram.
All that damn space, man.
Down to about the 17. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Let's go, man.
Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game.
The streets, man. That's where we play football at, man.
Another opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down.
Y'all ain't gonna block nobody,
Maybe
huh?
a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Again, it's Cohen. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
I say nothing wrong with the world, the people that were in
just
it.
over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Burn them false prophet, make them
Some
stop
good
it.
games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Catch me.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that'll set him back 5. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And his kick is indeed good.
The streets, man.
Move out in front by 3. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really the thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And then these batches? No, not the batches.
No, you only need 2 rows now.
Hey man, work. Hey Baron, did you just see that, man? You want to go look at that broadcast, man. That broadcast in the chat, you want to go watch that one. Just came back from 23-0 at half. When I tell you, boy, play football in the streets, boy. Body mode, man. We play ball in the streets. Concrete. Glass. That's what's under our feet. I'm talking about, boy, I felt like the Bengals was cheating, boy. Boy, his first two passes were both touchdown passes. AJ Green, the first one was my fault. I blew the coverage because I knew where he wanted to go and I broke on it, and AJ was wide open. That was on me. The second one was just witchcraft.
That looks amazing, but it looks like about to fall.
What's up?
It looks amazing, but it looks like it's gonna fall.
I didn't put it up.
Who put it on?
Michael.
Okay, it's not gonna make it, baby. You done with the game now?
Three. I know you're gonna take that. 8. That's an 8. Stupid. Got a queen. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Wait, but it's a tree.
Stop!
It's upside down. Oh, that's a 4. Half of the man is gone. No, just put 3. Just put 3. Choose your best one, soldier. Just pick one. No, you got hybrid. What you got? Give me that.
What do you got?
Queen boy.
You only have to look at the restaurant cards and put another card in.
Choose back.
What you got? Look, you did to me.
9. Give me that. You bought. What you got? 6.
Get out to get back.
Hot trash.
I know what you get back.
Just daddy and mom.
What you got?
Michael.
9.
Michael.
Micah, please take me down. Yeah, I don't want it to fall.
Yes, ma'am.
What we
What you got?
And it's time to
Sport.
Hey, what are you getting ready? I can eat both.
Yeah.
We already put the cards down. There.
Micah, the PlayStation. Put it in the room, please.
The car! Big, let's in the car.
Anaya!